Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Automation and Beyond Expo using the Remo platform. My name is Everton, and I'm FuseHub's New York MEP Solutions Director, and I'll be your host for this event. Now, we've got a full program today, and we're expecting that all of you will make some great connections. At this time, I'd like to quickly review today's agenda. There will be just over an hour of speakers, followed by extended time to network with manufacturers or MEP centers and other automation resources. Now, if you have questions for our presenters, except for our panelists, of course, please hold them until the networking phase of the event, where you can find them at the exhibitor resource tables on floor one. Today's event is being brought to you by FuseHub and our co-host, Buffalo Manufacturing Works, affectionately called BMW, AMT, which is a Southern Tier MEP Center, Insight, the Western New York MEP Center, and our other 8 partner centers in the New York State Manufacturing Extension Partnership Network. As part of our mission to support New York, many small and medium manufacturers, we hold these expos to bring together companies to advance their business. And in the case of this expo today, to advance the adoption of automation to grow operations and increase resiliency in a company. At this point, I'd like to introduce our co-hosts. We have with us today Carol Miller, and Carol is the Executive Director of the Southern Tier MEP Center. We also have Matt Malloy, Automation Team Leader at BMW, and Ben Rand, President of Insight. Now, we'll begin our event by hearing some welcoming remarks from Carol, followed by Matt and then Ben. So Carol, Matt, and Ben, please join me on stage. Thank you. Thank you. Carol, please take it away.
Thank you, Everton, and thank you everyone for joining us today. As Everton said, my name is Carol Miller. I'm the Executive Director at the Alliance for Manufacturing and Technology. AMT is one of the 10 regional manufacturing extension partnership centers, along with FuseHub, which is the statewide center. We have a singular mission of helping companies grow and be more profitable and competitive. As we're all well aware, technology has been evolving at an astonishing pace and challenging the way that we live and do business. Big businesses, small businesses across all industries need to prioritize technology in order to effectively compete, keep operations running efficiently, combat the labor shortages, and deliver great value to our customers and to their customers. Identifying and adopting new technologies has been challenging for most small to mid-sized manufacturers in our experience. Many lack the in-house expertise and or resources needed to to help them on their journey. Today is all about bringing those various resources together. We're here to support you and meet you where you are, whether it's on education, awareness, technology road mapping, implementation support, or potential funding. We hope you're able to make connections and get what you need for your organization. I hope you enjoy the expo, and I'll turn it over to our technology partner, Matt Malloy from Buffalo Manufacturing Works.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I am Matt Malloy. I'm here from Buffalo Manufacturing Works. So for anyone who doesn't know us yet, Buffalo Manufacturing Works is a nonprofit applied R&D organization over here in Buffalo, New York. We're part of EWI, which is headquartered in Columbus, Ohio. We use this name Buffalo Manufacturing Works because a big part of what we do is help manufacturers in the region identify and prove out new advanced manufacturing technologies. So our work focuses primarily on automation, as well as metal additive manufacturing or metal 3D printing and data science and characterization, all of the kind of advanced technologies that people are looking to understand and trying to figure out how to implement those things. I run our automation program, and we're doing some really neat things right now, working a lot around collaborative automation systems, collaborative robots. We find those are great for small manufacturers to explore and implement. Doing some things around telemanufacturing, which means controlling robots from different locations. We do a lot around automation training, which helps with a lot of workforce development needs. And an overall advisory where we can just help you try to figure out, hey, what it is that you need to do, how, what, why, where should you automate, what's a practical approach, what vendors should you be talking to, what technologies should you be exploring. So those are kind of the areas that we help out in. We are excited about joining today because we do a lot of work with the MEP network, including, Fuse Hub, Insight, AM&T, and others. In fact, a lot of our projects, we go in and we do these jointly with an MEP partner because we find it's really the best way to help companies explore technology and process at the same time. While the team over here loves technology and, we've got all kinds of neat toys around us to work with and to help manufacturers understand, it's always better to start off understanding the process. And so in the workflow and all of those improvements. So we love working with the MEP network for those reasons. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ben Rand over at Insight, who has worked very closely with us over the last several years as we've kind of built up these programs.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending today. I'm excited for this event and for the opportunity to showcase some of the work that's being done in New York State and around the state, and some of the great resources we have. Starting with Buffalo Manufacturing Works, I've got to thank Matt for mentioning that process matters when it comes to looking at technology. We've trained him up well, and I owe you, Matt. But I am the president of Insight Consulting. We're the Western New York MEP. We live across the hall from Buffalo Manufacturing Works. We're all under the same roof, kind of a large one-stop shop for manufacturers. And it's tremendous to have a resource like Buffalo Manufacturing Works that has literally world-class expertise right in our backyard here and available, and in many cases targeted at small and mid-sized manufacturers. That's something you don't find in a lot of places around the country. So it's a great resource for you as manufacturers to use in order to de-root some of your technology. It can be a daunting process to try and figure out what's the right technology to invest in, what are the process parameters that are going to be necessary, will the equipment work for you the way you want it to work for you? And those are some of the big questions that Buffalo Manufacturing Works can help you answer. Our role, as Matt mentioned, is to support that in the sense that there are often process and layout questions and issues that you have to grapple with in order to put new technology to work. It's not as simple as buying a machine and dropping it on your shop floor. So for example, we worked together collaboratively on a project to install cobotic manufacturing to handle ergonomically challenging tasks. And our role as the MEP was to help figure out the takt time of that cobot, to help design the work cell and the attendant shop floor layout and flows that would optimize the use of that technology. And the combination was, I'd say, very successful. So those are the kinds of things I'm looking forward to discussing with you today. We're excited to be here. And with that, I'll throw it back to our host, Everton at Fuse Hub.
Thank you very, very much, Carol, Matt, and Ben. We're very, very grateful for your participation and for giving us those words.